Alright guys, Paul back here again. In this video I'm going to be doing an in-depth review of the Fiend Universal Championship replica. I'm going to be 100% honest right from the start. I don't like this replica. It's bad. It's really bad. Let's get into this. Okay, so I should start with the belt bag just first of all. It's a pretty nice looking belt bag. It's kind of got the Fiend colour scheme and a gold Fiend logo, gold Fiend kind of portrait with the Fiend Bray Wyatt written at the bottom in gold. It looks okay, it's just cloth, so it's a pretty standard belt bag. Oh, I should point that out actually, this is only the second replica WWE have made that have used the TV accurate Velcro, so that's something. The first being Daniel Bryan's wooden belt, that had the Velcro on both the real and the replica. Just initially, I'm going to have to measure this thing because this has got to be the longest belt I've had. It's longer than my tabletop here, which has never had... Okay, it's 63 inches or so in length, which is 160 centimeters. That is unnecessary. That is like, what? How long is the Andre belt? It's similar to that, I think. We got the belt out on the table, and as far as a replica goes, replicating the belt that was used on TV, I can give this a pass. It looks like the belt that was used on TV. Now that that's out of the way, here's my opinion of the belt. It's fucking awful. Like, I don't want to be sat here just shitting on this belt, but it smells terrible as well. I don't like the smell of it. Okay, we're starting the review from the back of the strap, and as you can see from the back, it pretty much has the shape of the WWE and the Universal plates, well, the whole belt. So these are like where the bars sit, that's the bump that goes up. And this is all simulated leather, so this is the same. This back part, the kind of base of the belt, is pretty much what the standard replicas come on. So, of course, this has 2020 WWE Shop replica. It's got the stickers and that there, and you can see the rivets that hold on the kind of accent pieces on the front of the belt. As we go to the side of it, you'll see that first part, the Velcro there, so it fastens together. And it's also got the buckles, which do fasten together, but you'd have to have a 50+ inch waist for it to fit, because this belt's ridiculously long. So those are just for show. Yeah, unless you're Yokozuna, they're just for show. And then we got the rivets that assist in holding those strap parts in place. So I should mention these straps are not real leather, they are simulated leather, so cheap shite. Then we got these kind of, I don't know if you, I'll call it lace. It's like leather lace. It's all over the place. And it looks, again, I'm shitting all over this because it's kind of funny to do because it's a shit belt. But the belt is well made. It represents the belt that was used on TV quite well. So this lacing is quite impressive. I quite like that, to be honest with you. The rivets are fine. I should say the back of the belt kind of has like almost a wood texture look. It's brown with kind of lines of black through it. So it's not one solid color, as you'll see there. And then we move on to the other side, which has more of the red lacing around the edges here. And of course the reverse side of those leather strap parts, which of course, as you can see there, are just riveted in place and then glued into place here. The reason I wanted to start from the back is this belt is so inflexible, and because normally you would have a center plate, side plates, and you would have space in between where the leather could then flex. Because this is all one kind of big central part design, there is no flex in these areas here. Almost impossible to fold up, which means the only parts that flex really are the parts after the side plates, after those riveted on leather parts. So the fold point is here, which I can tell you right now, that is a weak point on the belt. And because that's the only part that folds, these parts are gonna, like this latex is gonna tear eventually. I have no doubts in that. Like, if you handle it regularly, that's gonna tear 100%. Because it doesn't fold at the kind of traditional part there, it only folds at the sides. This does not fit in any of these shelves. It doesn't fit in the glass detolf cabinets. It has to sit on top of everything, so it takes up space, and unnecessarily so. So when the belt sits, that's kind of as, yeah, you could get it. It's fucking awful. Awful belt. So we've got the front of the Velcro there. Weirdly enough, they have the kind of the loop side of the Velcro on the front and the hook side on the back. It's normally you would do it the other way around. but this belt's backwards in every way, so that's fine. We got the let printed into the leather there. One thing I should mention as well that does bother me probably more than anything on this strap, on this whole belt, on the ends here, and it's the same on the other side, you'll be able to see, and you might not be able to make out what that interior material is, but that's literally just packing foam. That's like the kind of stuff, not like styrofoam, but you know the kind of thing, the kind of foam type insulation. That's all that is, and that is what the entire interior of this strap is made out of. And as mentioned, you can just see it on the other end there. So again, this is not the kind of belt that you would expect to be made well, but to be honest, that bothers me a little bit, just because having it unsealed just makes the belt look almost unfinished, and as you can see there, I can just easily kind of start ripping away at it. So I'm not going to take it apart fully, although I kind of want to, but so as you can see that, well, that was loud. As you can see there, the latex is pretty much just the surface, and similar to what WWE straps are made out of. They have foam, cardboard, filler materials on the inside. So as mentioned, all of it is latex, so the face you can kind of prod at or whatever. You can pick his nose if you really want. He's eating it now. Of course, these straps, the hurt and heal, they are not real leather, like I said. They are similar to the straps on the end of the strap, on the end of the belt there. But these are part of the reason why the strap's inflexibility is so bad, because obviously there's space there for it to flex, but as soon as you start to bend it, they tighten to the strap, and there's not much give there because they are solidly bolted in place in 3 spots, 2 there and then 1 on the end, and it's the same on this side. So if you flex it, those kind of straps themselves are going to stop the entirety of the strap being that flexible. Like I mentioned, the lacing is actually pretty cool. It's nicely well done. You can see that's where it ties off. So the one thing I'll say is every one of these replicas will be different to the other one. So that's a kind of cool thing to be able to say, that each replica is unique. Some of them are unique in the way that their eyes are completely squint. I have seen one, and I don't think I'll be able to find the photo, but I really hope I can edit it into this video. I've seen one where the eyes were legitimately positioned facing opposite ways, which if you can find that belt, I will buy that one. I'll trade you this one plus cash. If anyone's wondering, the plate itself is about 50mm thick, but it can go down to as low as 30mm thick if you press the chin down. The detail on it, I shouldn't be shitting on the belt so bad. I am sorry for anyone that wanted a kind of serious review, but look at this. The detail is nice. It looks like what it's supposed to look. It's just a shame what it's supposed to look like looks like shit. That doesn't fucking matter. So you're not going to do much damage to this belt realistically. You're not going to scratch up the plates. You can hit it with a hammer. So to be fair, probably WWE's most durable belt. Okay, so as we finish this belt, I don't like how ugly the sides of the latex look. That's my biggest gripe with this belt. It looks so unfinished. Like you can see the paint scratching off the latex there. But literally, like, the way these are just kind of slapped together, if that's the best way to put it. I don't know. It's probably because modern WWE replicas are really nicely well made. They're put together properly. They look complete. I know it's supposed to look like this. I know it's supposed to look this bad. And it does that really well. But yeah, let me know what you think of this belt. That's one thing you can do with this belt and not many other belts. So that's probably a positive, I think. It's certainly a selling point. Yeah, if you like this belt, let me know in the comment section down below why. And if you enjoyed this video, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. I've spent about 20 minutes filming this belt. I'll have to spend more time editing this video. None of it was worthwhile. So yeah, I've earned that like. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. If you like the belt, get it. It's a terrible belt. It's a terrible replica. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about this belt. I was trying to think of some in there. I was trying to think of a redeeming quality. No, thank you for watching. Cheers.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.